Hello, how are you? Today I brought you a great lunch or dinner idea, a complete meal that's nutritious, budget-friendly, and packed with vegetables, but in a different way. Creamy, super flavorful, and you're going to love it. This recipe doesn't use wheat flour or contain gluten, so it's really interesting. It's very low in calories, low in carbohydrates, perfect if you're on a low-carb diet to lose weight or if you want to control your blood sugar. You're going to love it. Stay until the end, you won't want to miss it. Before we start, I want to remind you that the ingredients, along with their quantities and nutritional information, are listed below in the description. Before we start preparing our recipe here, I want to know, when you're making a recipe in your daily life, do you worry about the calories, the carbohydrates, or just whether it's a healthy option for you and your family? Write to me and tell me what motivates you most when preparing or looking for a recipe. I'd love to see your comment. So first, here in this bowl, I'm going to beat my egg. Actually, not really beat it, just pierce the yolk here and mix it with my white cheese. I have a video here on the channel showing how to make homemade white cheese. You can use ricotta, you can use cottage cheese, and if you want a natural white cheese recipe to make at home, you can use the one I have here. So I'll leave it for you down below in the description. Let's mix all of this together. This is already going to add a large amount of protein to our recipe. Cheese contains a lot of protein. It contains calcium, and the egg will also bring us protein. It has albumin, which is a protein of very high biological value. The egg yolk also has protein, but it also contains various vitamins, minerals, and choline, which is excellent for the brain, so it's already going to be a great addition to our recipe. To mix with this cream here, I'm going to add some chopped eggplant with the skin and everything. Remember that eggplant is a very interesting vegetable because it contains few calories, a low amount of carbohydrates, lots of antioxidants, and is very rich in soluble fiber. Excellent for the gut, excellent for controlling cholesterol, and good for the liver. I'm also going to add a bit of grated cauliflower here, raw, all raw. Remember that cauliflower ends up being a very interesting option as well because it also has few calories, low in carbs, lots of antioxidants, a very neutral taste, and it will blend in very well here in our recipe, adding a good amount of volume. So it will provide a lot of satiety with few calories. I'm going to season this with a bit of salt. Let me scrape a little here and I'll add some spices, which although optional are delicious. You can always switch them up and use the ones you prefer, or just use salt if you like. I'm going to add a bit of dehydrated garlic. If you want to grate a clove of garlic in here, that works too. I'm going to add a bit of curry, which is already a wonderful blend of spices. Curry contains turmeric, cumin, black pepper. Depending on the curry, it can have different things. And the most important thing is that it's a good quality curry, meaning it's just the spices themselves. Check the label for that. And I'm going to add a bit of smoked paprika here to give it a special touch. So I'm going to give all of this a good mix until it's really well combined before we take this recipe to bake. If you love recipes like this, one-pot meals, a complete dish that's quick to prepare for lunch or dinner, go ahead and leave your like, so I know you enjoy ideas like this and I can bring you more options. Look, everything is already well mixed, so I'm going to transfer it to this dish here and take it to bake. Let me transfer everything here. It looks like the dish is small, but it will shrink down in the oven, so we just press it down a bit and keep transferring everything. The smell is so good, this aroma of seasoning. And look, we just press it down here. You can bake it like this, or you can sprinkle a little more paprika on top, which is what I'm going to do because I want it to look a little redder. I'm going to put this in the microwave because I want something practical, but if you want to use a conventional oven, that works too. And in a bit, I'll be back with this ready so we can try it. Hold on. Five minutes in the microwave, super quick. I'll show you how it turns out. Make this at home, you're going to love it. Look at this, it's really a pie. Let me put it on a plate here so we can try it. And look how wonderful. Let me get it from this side where it got stuck. Make it, you're going to love it. The smell is amazing. So tell me, what seasonings are you going to add to this recipe? I'd love to see your comment. Remember to like the video, that really helps me out, and share this quick, healthy recipe with anyone you know who will enjoy it and needs it. Let's spread this chain of kindness. That's what I want here on the channel. Let's try it. It's really tasty and well seasoned. It's absolutely delicious. So flavorful and creamy. Make it. You're going to love it. See you next time. Bye.